A very good morning to all my students of class 9. Now today is a very rainy day, alright, because it is raining since morning. But whatever, so we have to revise our lesson, we have to do our studies and we have to progress towards our subject, alright. So today I will again recapitulate a bit of coordinate geometry with you, and I will solve few sums for you, and I will advance to the end of the chapter. Alright, so we will, by today we will conclude chapter 4 of madhyamik syllabus. Now see, first I again repeat with you the basic concept of coordinate geometry. Now in coordinate geometry we know that it is divided, it has 2 points, one which measures the height and another which measures the length. The height wise point, since any point has 2 dimension, height and length, that's why it is called coordinate geometry, means any point has 2 digit or 2 values. 2 values are x and y, where x is called the abscissa and y is the ordinate. Now in a graph we know that there are 4 quadrants. What are the 4 quadrants? First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and the fourth quadrant. Now if you divide the graph into 4 sides, you will see they meet at a common point. This common point is called what? Origin. Yes, and what is the coordinate of the point origin? That is 0, 0. So any point starting from here is 0, 0. Now since this quadrant x and y both are positive, we can say abscissa is positive and ordinate is also positive. Now we are moving in an anti-clockwise direction. Now in the second quadrant, again what we see here, the x is in the negative side and the y is in the positive side. That's why the abscissa is negative and your ordinate is positive. Now again moving towards the third quadrant. Here we see the picture is slightly different. What is that? We here find the axis is also on the negative side and the y is also on the negative side. So what will be the ordinates? The coordinates will be both negative. Abscissa negative, ordinate with also will be negative. Now we are moving to our fourth quadrant. What is the fourth quadrant? It is the last quadrant in this chart. Now here the x is positive and the y is negative. So your abscissa will be positive and ordinate will be negative. So I hope by this time your concept of quadrant is totally clear. Since 3 classes I am taking, I hope your concept of quadrant is clear, because this conception you will utilize while doing the graph also. So it is very important to clear your concept regarding the quadrants. Now we are coming to the next very formula, that is the distance formula. How to measure the distance between 2 respective points on any quadrant. Suppose there is a point A and there is a point B. Just you draw a line. Since we are these 2 points, by joining line we are getting the length of A and B. But what is the distance covered by this point? So there is a formula, and we have already done the formula in our class 2, and we have solved few sums based on distance formula. Now x is ordinate is x1 and abscissa is x1 and ordinate is y1. In B, abscissa is x2 and ordinate is y2. Now if we join the point, what will be the formula? The formula is the shortest distance, that is from x1 to x2, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. By this time, I hope you have memorized and it is already in your fingertip, the formula. Distance formula is x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square all together under the root. Alright, today I will give you a bit conception on Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? You know, in a right angle triangle, what is a right angle triangle? A right angle triangle is a triangle whose one side is equal to 90 degree. So, this is a right angle triangle. This is the figure of a right angle triangle. And in right angle triangle, I told you, any one side is equal to 90 degree. We already know the sum of three sides of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So, if one side is 90 degree, other two sides will be what? Obviously, 90. Addition of other 2 points will be 90 degree because together it will make how much? 180 degree. But the point which is 90 degree, any point standing straight on any other line will make 90 degree and we call it as a perpendicular. When any line standing on another line straight away, that line makes the point 90 degree. So that since it is perpendicular on the line BC, we will say AB is perpendicular, and since BC is standing on the line BC, BC will be the base line, perpendicular and base. Now perpendicular and base, what is? AB is perpendicular, BC is base, and they are forming like a hand like this. Now if we join a from line or if we join AC, what we will get? We will get the hypotenuse. Yes, the hypotenuse. Now hypotenuse depends on whom? Obviously on perpendicular and base. Look, there are 3 points. Alright. Suppose this is 3 pen. Now let's forget about this 3 pens. Now since this is perpendicular, it is joining on whom? It is joining on, this is AB, this is perpendicular and it is perpendicular to the base BC. Now I am joining this point. So what it is forming? It is forming a right angle triangle. Over here it is 90 degree. Now we can see this hypotenuse depends on whom? On perpendicular and base. So from here we can deduce a formula. What is what? That is hypotenuse. This hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. This hypotenuse square, look at the figure. This hypotenuse square is dependent on perpendicular square plus base square. So hypotenuse square, that is AC square, is equal to AB square, that is perpendicular square plus BC square. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. That means hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Then what is AC? AC is, you will just say, if there is a equal to sign, the next side you can induce the root. So the root over of AB square plus BC square. This conception must be cleared because sometimes you have to find the length, you have to find the side. Suppose one side is not given, then by applying Pythagoras theorem you can find out any one side, length of any one side. Alright children, now we'll move on to the application part. Last class I had given you some homework. I don't know how many of you have done it. Yes, yesterday night also few students had forwarded me the homework, and thank you to those students who have forwarded me the homework, and I had sent it to the management because they also want to see whether our students are surely working on the sums or not. But giving sum is not a solution. I have to solve few sums for you. because unless and until you know whether you have done the sums correctly or not, it is not possible to clarify your mistake. Alright, so now I am going to the application portion and I will now show you through calculation sum number 7. Exercise 4, sum number 7. Now what is said in sum number 7? Let us show by calculation that the points 2, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 2 and 1, 3 are angular points of a square. So application number 7, here at first we were doing sums on triangles, equilateral triangle, scalene triangle, isosceles triangle. Alright, now we will do sums on square. You know what is the figure of square? First ponder on the figure square. A square has what? All the four sides equal and the angles cut each other at 90 degree. So since all the sides are equal, we can say the figure of square is like this. All the sides have similar length and all the angles are at what degree? 90 degree. All the angles are at 90 degree. So how will you prove that it is a square? If all length of all the sides are equal, we can temporarily prove that this is a square. If the length of the four sides become equal, we can prove that this is a square. So first find out the coordinates of the 4 points. The given A is equal to 2, 1, B is equal to 0, 0, C is equal to minus 1, 2 and D is equal to 1, 3. Now we have to find the length of AB, BC, CD and DA all separately. Alright. So we have to find what? The length of AB, BC, CD and DA. Clear, children? And all you have to find out separately. Yes, it's a bit long sums but not a hard one. It is very easy. Now let's do finding the length starting with AB. Alright. Now the length of AB. Now the ordinates are A is 2 and 1 and B is what? 0, 0. So we can already assume that A is what? X1, Y1. And we can also assume that B is Y2, X2, X2, Y2. Now the length of AB. AB distance formula. We will apply which formula? Distance formula. What is distance formula? Root over of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Now we will just put the values and do nothing. What we are putting the value? What is the value of x1? 2. Minus what is the value of x2? 0. We are putting the values. Plus what is the value of y1? 1. And what is the value of y2? 0. 0. Alright. Now since it has minus, we will consider with this 2 only. We can write 2 whole square plus 1 square. 2 square is 4 plus 1. That gives 2 plus 4 plus 1, 5. That is equal to root 5 units. So the length of AB we got root 5 units. Let's check out what is the length of the other 3 sides. Length of BC. Again we assume B x1, y1, C x2, y2. Alright. We have to assume B x1, y1, C x2, y2. So what is the distance formula? x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Now again root over. Now see what is x1? 0. minus what is x2 minus 1. So since there are two minus, I have kept one minus within the bracket. Why the bracket? Because otherwise I will get confused. And if you get confused in this minus minus plus plus, your sums will get wrong. So for my understanding or for your better understanding, keep this minus 1 within bracket. Then what is y1? y1 is 0. And what is y2? y2 is 2. So 0 minus 2 to the whole square. Now children, next step. Root over of 0 minus minus. Now this one is coming out from the bracket. Minus minus makes plus. So plus 1 square plus 0 minus 2 whole square. This minus you can't remove. Alright. So root over of 1 plus minus 2 whole square. Minus 2 into minus 2 will give you a positive value, that is plus 4. So what you will get? Root over of 1 plus 4, that is equal to root 5 units. So we have got the value of BC, that is root 5 units. Now the length of next portion, that is CD. The length of CD, again we have to assume what? x1, y1. C is x1, y1. D is x2, y2. The coordinates of D is x2, y2. Now the length of CD. CD is root over of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square equals to. Now what is x1? Minus 1 minus what is x2? Plus 1. Clear? Look, children, here you make a lot of mistake. What is the value of x1? Minus 1. Minus what is the value of x2? 1 whole square plus 2 minus 3 whole square. Now minus 1, this minus is coming from 1 is coming out from the bracket. So minus minus makes plus 2. But it will be written as minus 1. Look, and there will be 2 minus 3, that is equal to minus 1. Minus 2 will give you positive 4. So 4 plus 1 root, all under root, that is equal to root 5 units. So we got the value of CD. Length of CD is also 5 units. 3 sides are 5 units. Let's calculate the value of AD or DA, whatever you consider. The length of DA. Again assume the coordinates of D 1, 3, x1, y1 and A, x2, y2. Alright? Don't confuse. We are finding out the length separately. In the previous time, we have taken the A as 1. Don't confuse with that. DA. What is DA? x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. That is equal to 1 minus 2 whole square. 3. What is y? 3 minus 1 whole square. Plus minus makes minus, that is minus 1 whole square. Plus 3 minus 2, that is 2 whole square. 2 whole square is 4. Minus 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 1 into minus 1 will give you positive value plus 1. Root 5 units. So this unit is also root 5. So we have temporarily proved that length of all the 4 sides is equal to what? Root 5 units. So we can conclude temporarily that ABCD is a square, and what is the angle of the square? All the 4 angles? Yes, you're correct. 90 degree. I hope you have understood. Now there is a small classwork. Do sum number 11, 12, 13 and 14 just now. 11, 12, 13, 14 just now. If you have any queries, you just contact me through this number 9875441516. Alright, to clear your doubts, to clear your queries. Alright, you will do it as a classwork now. Don't waste time, class 9. Time is ebbing away. Don't waste time. Now, again moving to the solution part of sum number 9. I had already given this as a classwork in our previous class. I am solving out for you for your betterment. Whether just check out whether you have done in the same manner I have done. Let us find out any point on x-axis which is equidistant from 2.35 and 13. So, let us find out any point. Let the point, any point be P point. And we have to prove that this P point is equidistant from the point A and B. So, let the point P be x and 0. Why x 0? How we are getting x? It is given a hint that this P point is passing through which axis? X-axis. Alright? Any point, last class I have discussed, any point passing from x-axis, your ordinate and axis curve will be bought. Axis curve will be x and your ordinate will be 0. Alright? If suppose this point has passed to y-axis, what would be the coordinates? Your axis curve would be 0 and it would be y. Alright? Now, let's see. Draw the figure. I have drawn the figure. P, equidistance from the point A and B. A, what is the coordinates of A? 3, 5. What are the coordinates of B? 1 and 3. You have to prove what? That PA is equal to PB. That means PA and PB are equidistant. So, to find what we have to do, we have to calculate the length of PA. P x0, assume it as x1, y1. A 3, 5, assume it as x2, y2. The length of PA. What is the length of PA? Root over of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Now, root over of putting the values, simply just putting the values, x minus 3 whole square and y 0 minus 5 whole square. X minus 3 whole square plus minus 5 square. Minus 5 into minus 5 will give you positive value plus 25. But x minus 3 whole square, you remember in algebra, you have already learned a plus b square, a minus b square. What is a minus b square? A square minus 2ab plus b square. We know the formula a square minus 2ab plus b square. So, we are just splitting 3 minus 3, x minus 3 into x square minus 2 a b plus 3 square. That will give you x square minus 6x plus 9, which I have put it over here, plus 25. Alright, we will leave this like this. Why? I'll tell you later. Leave this like this because we can't solve anymore. Alright. Now let's find the length of PB. Again you have to assume P is x0, B is 1, 3. Assume x1, y1 and B as x2, y2. The length of PB as per distance formula x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Root over. Now just putting the values. X is how much? X minus 1 whole square plus y 0 minus 3 whole square. Again a minus b formula. A square minus 2ab plus b square. So we are getting over here what? X minus 1 will be how much? X minus 1 whole square will be x square minus 2x 1 plus 1 square. That will be coming to x square minus 2x plus 1, which I have put over here. Look. And 3 minus 3 into minus 3 minus 3 into minus 3 will give you a positive value, that is 9. Clear? So here we are getting two part. Just putting the values PA and PB. PA and PB. We have just put the values side by side. When we put the two values, first and foremost the roots gets cancelled. So we are cancelling the roots. We are getting what? X square minus 6x plus 34. How 34 is coming? 9 plus 25 will give you 34. Here we are getting x square minus 2x plus 10. How 10 is coming? 1 plus 9 will add the numericals. It is coming to 10. Since both sides are x square and since there is equal to, what we have to write over here? Or. Remember children, when there is equal to, in between you have to write what? Or. It is forming an equation. Now cancel x square on equal sides, because either if you shift this, it will come over here as minus x square and get cancelled. If you have similar value of same nature, just cancel it. Now we have 6x square. From here we will bring x on one side and the numbers on the other side. Minus 6x, since 2 will be crossing this equal to bar, it will be turning into positive 2x. And 10 plus 34, it will crossing this, it will becoming minus 34. So minus 6x plus 2x will give you minus 4x, and 10 minus 34 will give you minus 24. Minus minus will get cancelled. So what will get? 4x. What will get? 4x is equal to 24. So what is x? X is equal to 24 by 4. That is equal to 6. So we have got the value of x. The value of x is 6. So then what is the value of p? Very good. P is 60. You are asked to find the value of 60. So we have solved. We know the value of p is 60. So today's classwork, my children, do it. Class 9, you are very good class. Your response is extremely good. So be good children and solve sum number 11, 12, 13, 14. Any queries, you give me a call. Alright? Thank you children. Enjoy the day.